Hey guys, welcome back to Cut Tarot. I'm Crystal. Welcome back. We're doing question and answer. I will not be on long, just taking one question right now. I'll be on later tonight. Okay. All right, so I'm looking for Wendy Dawn. When Wendy Dawn comes on, there she is. All right, Wendy Dawn, we're going to go straight into your question. And I'll be on here later for other people to get readings. But we're going to only do your reading and then I have to go. So let me reread your messages to me. How are you doing? I already read them, but let me just reread them. Can I say them out loud or no? The question, at least. We could probably get a combo. You're welcome. We could probably get both of your questions. Okay, cool. So Jeremiah and Samantha, please come in for Wendy Dawn's reading. Before we start, the question is going to be about Sal. So Sal, please come forward. We want your higher self here. If you have anything to say or show me, go ahead. If you want it to come out in the cards, go ahead. If you want spirit to describe what you're thinking, go right ahead. Okay. So Wendy Dawn, your question is about Sal. How did Sal react to the message you sent him? And the context is, I let my anger get the best of me and messaged him, but I wasn't mean, just blunt, basically saying he needed to man up and just be honest. And in all honesty, that man, I'm not going to say that sentence, and he knows it. That's funny. And that fueled my anger even more. He might think I'm crazy, but it is what it is. And then your second part. So we'll spend a little bit of time asking what was his reaction to your message, and then the rest of it will be, does he keep his distance from you because he knows he would have to make changes within himself in order to make something happen with me, that he can't just use me and dispose of me. Right. Right. That makes total sense to me. All right, so we're going to put 15 minutes on the clock. That's what you paid for. You get an extended reading. That's why we'll be able to do both of those questions. But let's start with Sal. What did you think about the message that Wendy Dawn sent you? When did you send it? I'm going to start pulling energy. Sal, when you got the message from Wendy Dawn recently, 2 days ago. Okay, 2 days ago. When you got the message from Wendy Dawn, and I'm guessing he didn't reply. But if it went through, you're not blocked or anything. So, okay. And Jeremiah and Samantha, what were Sal's first reaction to the text that he read that Wendy Dawn sent him? Okay. Okay. Well, this guy, there's something we have not figured out. Really, there's something we haven't figured out, because the first two cards is that he'd been thinking about you a lot, and so when he saw a text pop up from you, the initial reaction was like, oh wow, oh wow, it's Wendy Dawn. Before he opened it, okay, before he opened it, it was kind of like an unexpected joyous thing, okay, because he had been thinking about you a lot. Okay. Once you read the message, then what was your reaction? Spirit, what was his reaction? Once he read it, what was his reaction to her message? It's like I keep seeing the moon. They keep showing me that there's something you don't know. There's something you don't know, and I don't know what that is yet, but it's something about him that you don't know. And it could be, yeah, they are saying it's linked to like insecurities. It's not another person, it's not another energy. It's just something about him, maybe lack of confidence, maybe doesn't think that he deserves somebody like you. Right. Like it, because the King of Swords came out, and the King of Swords is somebody just like the Queen that is going to be like a little harsh with their communication. So right now he's taking away the communication to control the situation, right? And his feelings. He's he's trying to have a cold heart, like an ice heart. Hi, Banks Bills. And it's like, why? I think it's because you intimidate him. They're talking about insecurity, feeling like even if you guys went out on a date, that in the end you wouldn't choose him, you wouldn't choose to be with him, and so why get his hopes up? All right, let's pull some more cards. Okay, so with intimacy, it shows like he's confused about that, about if we start an emotional or physical relationship, that's going to change things up. He's wondering, so he's sitting here not wanting to lose you as a friend, okay, but he can't deal with even giving you a response. So he took away the friendship because he's not talking. So he's doing everything like backwards. Like he seems very discombobulated. I would like to make that choice for myself. Exactly. No, men do that all the time. They're like, you don't want to be with me. I'm not good enough for you. Go find a, the right guy. And it's like, no, you don't get to choose that. One word responses. Okay, so let's go into, we're already down 5 minutes. So let's see what, I didn't really get a good reaction. So let's try to see, does he keep his distance because he knows he would have to make changes within himself in order to make something happen with me? That he can't just use me and then dispose of me. Okay, so when you say that question, is that how he usually is with women? Is that why you're using the words dispose of me? Um, Using me? Is it because you see that he's done that with other women? So he would have to like step up, be a better man. Is that what you're trying to say? So I'm gonna use the pendulum first. Okay. All right, Sal. Do you feel that what Windy Dawn is saying is accurate? That you feel like you have to keep this distance because you would have to change, and change is scary. Okay, so that's a huge yes. And that's where you hear the insecurity, the confidence lacking, the thinking that you're too good for him. He's even saying words like, she's wifey material. What does she want to do with a guy like me? So, what he's doing is exactly what you said. He is making the decision for the both of you by backing out of this date and then completely going basically no contact, which is extremely immature. Um, okay, what? Give me anything. Talk to me, Sal. Talk to me, Sal. Okay, so he keeps saying like we work together, even though I don't think you guys work the exactly the anger got the best of you. I forget. I don't think you guys work the same schedule anymore. I can't remember. But look, he he knows that the lovers to the Five of Swords. He knows that he is absolutely making moves that is going to destroy what you guys have, right? Right now you've been friends and coworkers for 8 years. Hi, real. He is he is so scared that if this doesn't work out, it's going to be uncomfortable at the workplace. He's going to feel less of a man. He doesn't want then, he doesn't know if then you'll gossip and like other people will know. So basically, it's hurt people, hurt people. He has some issues. He has issues. I'm not saying he's a bad guy, but he definitely needs and hopefully is in therapy, but I don't think he is. Because he hurts the connection. He gets out of the connection before it actually becomes romantic. He like does everything to try to like make the girl think that he likes them, and then he needs that back. Once he got that back from you and realized that you were interested, that's where he goes, okay, so now I have some validation, some confirmation, and a little bit of confidence, right? This beautiful girl likes me, would like to go on a date with me, is thinking about like the real deal. Well, now I feel pressure to be that great guy when I don't think I can I don't think I can fulfill what she needs in a partner. So he's backing out. He's he's ending it before you end it, right? Like, and all he needs is some confidence and somebody to talk to. A psychiatrist, a good friend, a relative, even you, Wendy Dawn. Like, if you could convince him to just talk to you and be like, look, I understand. Like, he's ending it before you. Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. Exactly. He knew that night, that date was going to go well. He knew it. He was excited. He was anticipating a great night. And but once he saw that like you were excited too, the pressure began to put a weight on him to where it stressed him out so much that it gave him anxiety and he backed out. Not only did he back out of the date, but he backed out of communicating with you whatsoever, pretty much without one word sentences. And it feels like there's going to be an opportunity to work things out, but he's gonna have to realize it. Yeah, he folded. So the Ace of Pentacles, the Chariot, and the Three of Pentacles is that somebody's got to make the move, okay, to put the offer on the table to like just talk about it. Why did you really end the date? Was it really because you were tired, old man, or did you just panicked a little bit because that's what I'm seeing. And it's showing that, like, if you guys could, like, have a conversation where he doesn't feel trapped, he doesn't feel like he's going to get yelled at, and you can get something out of him. Yeah, it really is going to be your turn. Like, I know that you have been doing what you need to do. You've been reaching out and he hasn't. But I think that you should reach out again, and I think you should say, I don't know if you need to say anything about the text that you sent 2 days ago. If you did say anything that was too much, maybe say, you know what, the last couple of days I've been thinking about it, and um, I would really like to just have a cordial conversation with you. At the end of the day, we've known each other for 8 years. We've been friends, coworkers, and we've always had this kind of crush going back and forth, and it was finally like the right timing. I told him I was going to delete his phone number, but you didn't, did you? We have 1 minute left, unless you want to keep going. Good, good. Don't delete numbers. You can always say, I'm gonna delete your number. I think if I were you, I would contact him and be like, look, you know, I expressed my emotions because basically, like, we've known each other for 8 years. We've worked together. We're friends. We communicate by social media or text. Yeah, let's do 5 more minutes. Go ahead and send the 10 and then tell me what you want to focus on. Where did Real go? Hey, buddy. I'm just super focused on the reading right now. A couple people came in. I meant to say hi. All right, what should we spend the next 5 minutes on? I think we should continue and see what will happen if you do. Well, let me wait till she's back. Perfect timing. Okay, perfect. So let's do 5 more minutes on the clock. Okay, so if you can send a message, don't say I'm sorry for what I said. Don't say that. Just be like, you know, I would only give like a one sentence thing about the text that you sent before 2 days ago. I would say something along the lines of like, hey, I was trying to just express how I was feeling. Exactly. I was trying to express what I was feeling. The last couple of days I've been thinking about it. It's just we have too much history. I don't know why you've completely like pushed back on me or whatever. However you want to say it, you'll know what to say. And then say something like, I would really like the opportunity for you and I to have a conversation, not text, over the phone or in person. And, I Yeah, so let's see. Shake his energy. Well, because I think that he is trying to run because good phone calls are good. Okay, so and when you get on the phone, you need to say, "Hey, this is, I'm gonna try not to get super emotional. I'm gonna try to just be logical and rational, and I'm gonna try to regulate my emotions. But like, don't hang up on me. Like, don't no, nobody needs to do anything disrespectful. Perfect. Calls is perfect. All right. So let's see. If Is this what you're wanting Wendy Dawn to do, Spirit? And how will it go? How will it go? Well, number one, if he says no, then we need to shake his energy off of you. Okay? If he's not willing to even have a phone call with you so that you can have some sort of answer, then he's not for you. Girl, he's not for you. I'm not saying that right now. I think that there's still a chance because I think it is that he doesn't know. I feel like he's been this not gigolo, but like been this guy who dates around and doesn't really let his heart get into it. And with you, it's like he knows that you're not playing games. You're not about that life. You want something serious. You're dating for depth. All right. Dating for depth. You're not dating for the hell of it. We are grown and he's even older than us. And it's just ridiculous, right? So at the end of the day, if you can't reach him, his mind or his heart, if he's going to completely keep pushing you away, you've got to shake his energy because then he really isn't right for you. Because that just tells you what the future is going to be like. So, unless you have the conversation where it's like, please, let's get on the phone call. I'm not going to freak out. Nobody's going to hang up on each other. I just want you to know, though, that I'm not going to like give you fragile a fragile way of saying things. I'm going to treat you like the person that you are. But he's lost a good person who treat him right. Exactly. Yeah, grown woman status. Because it's showing that like this him ignoring you, him not really communicating is putting you in this energy. The devil to the nine of swords. This is awful. That's like you're feeling confused, you're feeling vulnerable, you're feeling other than the anxiety, maybe low vibrational depression. Damn, it's already been 5 minutes. Um, the devil is like he's acting out. He's not the devil, but he's doing things that would support what the devil energy is, which is to push you away, which is wasn't that fast. Well, that's why I'm going to keep going a couple more minutes for you. So he's putting you in this yucky energy, and you can't stop thinking about him. And so I say it's a one more shot type of thing. Send him a text saying, figure out how you want to write it to get him to say yes to a phone call and be like, this is going to be a difficult conversation, but like, I just need to know where your head was when you asked me on this 4-part date and I got all ready. I don't know if you told him that. You need to tell him that. I got all ready, like my hair, my makeup, my outfit. I spent a lot of time and I was really excited. And you counseling on me, like, really hurt me. Like, yeah, I could say I'm mad and I was pissed, but at the end of the day, that was very hurtful to me. And you're not just some random guy online that, you know, decided to back out of a date. You're somebody that I respect. You're somebody that I care about. And that, like, I need us to get back to where we were, and then I need to know if you can, if you are capable of, exactly, if you are capable of being in a relationship, the kind that I want to be in, like dating to marry or dating to life partnership. At our age, we're not dating for anything else. Exactly. So the other four cards, real quick, I'll let you know. So the Wheel of Fortune, it's like the universe put the plan in motion to go on that date. And by now, you guys would be like dating, seeing each other quite a bit, and something happened. Free will happened. Free will on his part. Sal used the strength card. The strength card is holding back, getting scared and holding back, canceling the date, then feeling awful for canceling the date, therefore didn't know how to explain himself except for a stupid example, as in, I'm old and tired and I don't want to go out anymore. Whatever the anymore part was, it's like, come on, dude. Um, and so you've got to kind of put the light in his face for him to admit his wrongs and like, are we going to fix this? Um, and do it with the Ten of Pentacles. Usually that's time in person, but if you can't get him in person, at least it would be good to get on a phone call. But if he continues to be this new version of himself, which is being distant, um, coming off as if he couldn't care less, that has to change. You deserve at least some answers. And if he's not ready, then he's not yours. He's not for you. If he's not capable, then thank you, God. It hurts, but thank you, God. I'm moving on. Do you want to ask anything else, or are we done? Yes, the rejection is a blessing. Okay, but I would. I mean, I'm not pressuring you to do it today. Whenever you feel like it, honestly, I would write it out, and then I wouldn't send it. I would set it down, and I would come back when I like do a little meditation. I would open it back up and maybe change some things. The thing that you need to get across to him is just, hey, we've got 8 years of history here, friendship, at the very least. I would really appreciate it if we could just get on a phone call, because I just need clarity, and reaching out to you and not getting much back is really getting to me, really messing with me. So even if it's for closure, I'm okay with that. But please just show me the respect of like a conversation, an honest conversation. That was actually pretty darn good. You should rewind this and write that down and put it in there somewhere. Because I think at the end of the day, that's how you're gonna get him. You're not gonna get him by being like, you've been an asshole and you know, you really hurt me. They're gonna run for the hills, right? So it's a way of a little bit of manipulation, not in a negative way, but in a way that you need to get this man on the phone and you need to say that so that he doesn't feel really, you really should rewind this and write it down. 'Cause when I say things that I feel are really, really good, I write everything down. But anyways, it's like I need clarity, and even if it's just a moment for closure, I just need you to please, out of respect for me, get on the phone. Yes, he cannot feel one bit attacked, or he is dodging the bullets. All right. And you know what? I would be more pissed than you are. Um, Especially though, like the the date night, it's like I could get over it, right? Like that would hurt me. The biggest part is like I got all dressed up. Like I got picked out an outfit, took a shower. When you wet your hair, you need to dry it. You need to then do whatever you want, do makeup. It's it's a long time. You know what I mean? So to me, it's like disrespectful to same day be like, I'm tired, but it's only 1 o'clock. What do you mean you're tired? It's 1 o'clock. Then take a nap. That makes zero sense. We should look into why he canceled on that same day. Yes, that part, all the prep. Yeah, that's the part that would hurt me because it's like, this is me showing you I want to look good for you. I want you to like what you're seeing. I want to look attractive for myself, to give me confidence, to go on this date that's been 8 years in the making, and for him just to, you know what I mean? Like he needs to say, I freaked out. I freaked out. You're an amazing woman. If you look this good at work, I couldn't imagine how great you would look in person, ready for a date. I got really rattled. I got really scared because a date means something. And I thought that we would probably have a good time, which then means what men don't always get is that it's a conscious choice to choose to be in a relationship, because what comes with being in a relationship is a lot of responsibility. You are responsible to take care of that woman, not only financially, I mean emotionally, mentally, physically, in all the ways. You are responsible for their safety, for their comfort, for their to show them love. You are responsible for a lot of things. And a lot of men don't want the responsibility. For me, the number one thing I'm going to be looking for is safety. If I feel safe with you, that tells me I trust you. And those are the two biggest things for me. That you're loyal, you're trustworthy, you're respectful, and you make me feel safe. Which making me feel safe, I can get out of my masculinity and into my femininity, and I can let the man lead because we are so used to being on our own. We are the leader because we're alone. We're leaders. You know what I mean? Your soft girl area. All right, girl, I'm going to get off now. It was nice seeing you and talking to you. And I hope you get a response. If you do, please update me, girl. But it's what? What day of the week is it? Saturday? I don't know what day you want to send it. Maybe by the end of tomorrow. But yeah, definitely let me know. Send me, if you don't mind, just as your friend, send me what you sent him 2 days ago. Because based on that energy, yeah, it's Saturday. Okay, yeah, send me a screenshot. All right, love. All right, I'll be on later, guys, if anybody wants a reading. And have a great day. Happy Saturday. Happy weekend. And always heart. Love you. Thank you. You too, my girl. Wendy Dawn and Crystal Dawn. We're kindred spirits meant. I still think about that till this day. How there's at least and this is way 6 years ago, how he had 1,000 people at a time in his chat, and how you weren't a moderator and I was, but for some reason I saw your name and I was like, oh my God. And I didn't think, like, I wrote you saying, like, Wendy Dawn, oh my God, my name's Crystal Dawn, and you saw it. It's like Spirit had to have done that because 1,000 people, it's going like this. His chat is so fast because he has so many people. You know what I mean? So even though it was like 6.5 years ago, I find it like still crazy because it's ingrained in my mind. I can see it, I can feel it. Me being on my phone, me seeing your name, and me like, uh, hey, Wendy Dawn, if you see this, da da da, my name's Crystal Dawn, and you did, and then I don't know how we got in contact because on other people's chats, I really don't like to say like, oh, I have a channel because I did that with one person. I was actually thanking the person, not him, a woman. I was thanking her for believing in me, and she deleted me just because I said, I don't think I even said my own channel, but it kind of said something. And she's like, and I was a moderator on her freaking thing. I was a moderator, and back then I worked hard as a moderator. I wasn't just like, you know, like, share, and subscribe. I was like figuring out who was going next. It was a crazy chat with her. And it was so mean to do. It was so mean. Okay, love you, girl. We were meant to, but I don't know how you ended up. Maybe you just had to click on my name and it took you to my channel. I don't know, but for some reason, me and you, girl, it was so mean. Okay, love you too. Have a good day. Bye.